Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And Ingram hauls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down and 4, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now Brady again. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Brady. He's got up. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Cover! Hey, Alabama.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
Succop's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Etienne up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Now Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
39 yards there, a big one.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. In motion goes the tight end.
Hey, exit.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Etienne.
Nifty move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. Williams brings it in. Touchdown.
Mike Williams.
26 yards.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Weapons.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Right back to Chris Godwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line. 72.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fournette. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Brady to throw. He's got him in. Complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. To throw is Brady. Completion left side to Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Brady. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow, wow. Suck him for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration, but now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to reach.